as a part of the graduating batch, the first graduating batch from Vellore Institute of Technology, Andhra Pradesh campus, that is VIT-AP University, and being an honored alum, I always wanted to share my experiences with the students out there who are targeting this specific campus of VIT or looking for various options, trying to check out various information available on the internet. So here I am with the specific video sharing my raw experiences of this specific university, including various aspects like academic life, the library and various facilities, the recreation facilities, the sports facilities, and also placements and the hostel life as well. I will be covering all these details in detail or in a vast manner, complete sharing my experiences. So if you are interested in any specific topic, you can just skip to the timestamp of your choice. So why delay? Let's dive in right into the video and check out my complete experiences at VIT-AP University. The first aspect we need to talk about this university is the location. Let me explain the location of the specific university and how you can access that through road and various other ways if you are from different parts of India. Talking about the specific location, it is in near about 15 kilometers from Vijayawada or 35 kilometers from Guntur. It's both of these are cities in Andhra Pradesh. So basically the nearest airport is in Vijayawada. So if you are planning to fly to the specific university, you need to get down in the Vijayawada airport, and after that you can travel by road to the university. Going on to see the road transport facilities to the specific university, if you wish to travel by bus from Vijayawada to this to VIT-AP University, the nearest bus stop is the State Secretariat of Andhra Pradesh. From there it is about 10 minutes drive. You can most probably get a auto or various other modes of local transport there in that specific village of Ainavolu. So basically if you wish to reach by road, you need to take a bus from Andhra Pradesh to State Secretariat. From there it is 10 minutes drive to VIT-AP University. Also the SRM AP University is near VIT-AP Universities. It is one of the good landmarks you can find out, and that is how you can reach VIT-AP University. Going on to see the access to facilities or access to shops out there. Of course they have campus shops. We have campus shops in our university. If at all you need to go and access various other facilities out of the campus for shops or groceries or various other things, of course you can go to the nearby town, which I have mentioned to be 10 minutes away from our campus. So that is going to be one method. Also university usually they have a bus to Vijayawada, which usually happens to be on the weekends. So you can take that and you can do your shopping in Vijayawada as well. These are two different modes of transport you can reach to VIT-AP University. Let's go on to see the other aspect. Travel and transport is not that complicated issue because we have updated with a lot of technology, and of course we can find some way or the other to reach the university. But one important aspect which we need to consider is the academia and the education system in this specific university, because this is what defines a university. This is what you need to consider before choosing any university, because you are going to the university to get educated and to access to the academic facilities, right? This is going to be the first priority of most of us. So let's explain about this. I'll explain in detail about the academic and various education facilities here, what was my experience here regarding these aspects. Going on to see the faculty are top notch. I cannot compromise on this because I had a very good experience here. Access to various faculty, they are quite friendly, and of course out of 10 there are going to be a couple of strict ones, a couple of moderate ones, and a couple of simple ones, friendly ones. But apart from this specific categorization, I can say most of them are very knowledgeable, very accessible, and very helpful. So as a student you are not going to face any difficulties accessing your faculty for any doubts or any other these kind of situations. Going on to see the grading system, usually in this specific university, most universities do not have this system. So after your 12th, you are going to face a completely new scenario of selecting the courses here, especially in VIT universities, any campus. This is because they follow a flexible credit system. Let me explain what is credits first. After that, we will see what is flexible credit system and what my experience was regarding that. Credit system is where they give you a number of credits which you need to finish in the particular period of 4 years, so that you will be eligible for the graduation degree certificate, and that is how you are graded in all the universities, all the esteemed universities in India. But what is one exemption in VIT-AP University is that they have a system called flexible credit system. They sometimes call it by FFCS, or this specific term changes every year. So let's not keep this term in mind. Let's understand the process behind this. All the VIT campuses have this specific situation of a specific process of choosing subjects or choosing our specific professor. For example, let's assume a course to be applied electromagnetics. In this specific course, usually in a department, this specific course is offered to electronics department. In electronics department, let's assume to be 300 students. What the university offers is that the student has the flexibility to choose what slot he is eligible. So either what slot he desires to choose from. So he can either choose the morning slot, he can either choose the evening slot, or even he can choose the professor of his choice. Of course, you need to be fast, because the booking process opens up, and it's similar to cinema ticket booking, right? As soon as you book, the slots get completed, and if you do not have much option but to choose the other slots. So but this is the flexibility which is provided to the students. You can choose both the slots of professors or the specific timing, whatever you want. Especially during my bachelor's, I used to take morning classes slot, because that is how we feel fresh, right? That is the time we feel fresh. Some of the students who are my friends as well, they usually prefer taking the evening slot as well. It completely depends on you. What people do is, morning slots they usually take it for classes, and evening they go on to take for labs and various other sessions. So labs usually happen for 1.5 hours, 2 hours. So that happens in the afternoon session, and the other case is vice versa. They have labs in the morning and classes in the afternoon. You can choose as per your complete requirement. This is the complete flexible credit system, and you can design your complete timetable. This is one of the most favorite aspects of VIT. Any campus you choose, I feel this is the best aspect which you need to consider before going into the specific university. Even I like this as well. You can fully use this facility to your choice, to your requirement, and it is going to completely affect your education or your learning experience, as well as you are going to change the timetable, design your timetable as per your choice. Going on to see the other facilities like the research and lab facilities. Research facilities are going to be top notch. For example, as a bachelor student, I was in a contact with a professor. He was fortunately my mentor as well. We got to perform various research activities, and I was also fortunate enough to publish a research paper as well. So most probably not every one of you would be interested to do or perform masters later in your career as well. But if you start doing research in your bachelor's itself, it starts to improve your conceptual knowledge, your confidence on both presentation, writing, and various other aspects. So this is how you design your career from the early start of bachelor's as well. So what you can do, you can just simply reach out to professors out there and put forth your interest in research, so that they can help you out if they have any slots open, and if they need any student resources for their research as well. Going on to see other aspects like laboratory and various other things, they also have very good laboratory, and the licenses are of no compromise. They make sure that everybody gets a license of the software, whatever is going on, whatever is being used in the subject. So you need not worry about this at all. The library facilities are very good as well, and you need not worry about the books you are required to, because most probably they are not going to have any short of books, right? If there are 10 students, most probably they are going to have 10 more or less books. Everybody is going to get a book, or in either case as well, you can share it with your friend. There is not going to be any issue as well. Also, in library, we do not have a specific librarian where they issue the books specifically. We have a scanning machine. You just need to tap your ID card, place the book there, and that's it. That is how you are going to take a book as a loan. So borrow a book. So that is one is interesting aspects of the specific university, and you are going to surely love it. So apart from that, I also wanted to add a very important point where in the research aspects of my career as well, I was very fortunate enough to get into a program called undergraduate research experience. There are lots of programs similar to this in this specific university, where the student will be given a chance to perform research activities in their leisure time as well, because morning 9 to 6 you are not going to have a complete full timetable, right? So you are going to use this free times in between to access the facilities out there in the university and shape your career, shape your resume, and most probably you are fortunate enough you can publish research papers as well. So this is how my research and academic life went on. There is no negative drawbacks I feel in this, and you need not worry about this as well. Students also worry about attendance and grading system in every university, because that is what is going to define their marks at the end of the graduation, right? So going on to see the attendance, students should have a maintain attendance of 80 or more. I know this is a little hard for students who try to bunk their classes and enjoy a lot of time, but it is unfortunate for some. But I feel percentage of attendance should be 80 or more is quite enough. That 20% gap you can slip in a lot of time for enjoyment as well. You need not worry about that. Going on to see the grading system of this specific university, you would have not come across this kind of grading anywhere before, but in most of the courses there is a system called as absolute grading and relative grading. So absolute grading happens where the students are below a specific number, it is mostly 25 something, and above that number, this number usually changes with every session. So let's not focus on the number, let's understand the system of the absolute grading and relative grading. Relative grading is where your grade is not defined by only how you study, but it's also defined, it is also affected by how everybody in your class study as well. For example, there are a lot of students who got 90 or more marks. Not everybody are going to get a top grade. That is, S grade is the top grade in our university. S, A, B, C is how the grading system goes. So not everybody are going to get S grade. But if only 3 students are above 90 and all others are below 90, these students are most likely to get S grade, and the range goes on, right? 85 above to 90 is A, and 85 to 80 is B, so something like that. So this is how the grading happens. It depends on the other students' performance as well. And relative grading is this, and absolute grading, of course, you know, where it is just the above 90 you get S grade and above 85 you get A grade, so something like that. It will be explained about the marking criteria later in the orientation session as well. You can understand it to be an introduction, and you can consider this as a addition point if you're interested to go into this specific university. I feel you need not worry about this as well, because every class, not to undermine anybody, but every class has people who study good, who study moderate, and who study below average as well. So if you perform even above average as well, most likely you are going to get A grade as per my personal experience. So you need not worry about this as well. Grading is going to be quite easy, especially if it is relative grading. Absolute grading is a little difficult. You need to put in a little hard work. So this is how the attendance and grading system works in VIT-AP University. Let's go on to see the next aspect of my perspective from VIT-AP University as an alumni. Not everybody has the privilege to attend the university from home as a day scholar, so most of us need to stay in hostels as well. So fortunately or unfortunately, hostels is one important aspect in our bachelor's life, and we need to consider every aspect in hostel before choosing our university, right? Because most of the time we will be in our hostel spending time with our friends and various leisure time activities, right? So hostel life is very important. So here let's understand my perspective, how I felt and my experiences at VIT-AP University, hostel life, and the food as well. Going on to see the number of buildings in the specific university, the hostel buildings, male hostels, it was when I was studying there were 2 hostels, and most probably now 3 are constructed and 4th one is under construction. I guess this usually changes, and girls, there is one completely constructed hostel building and others are still going on. One hostel building usually is about 11 floors or more. The first building which we stayed was 11 floors and second one was 14 floors. So this is one of the aspect which you need to consider. The hostels are very big. I mean, the the quantity of students who are going to fit in these hostels are going to be big. Room size is going to be quite satisfactory. It is not going to be very big, and you need to understand that we have various aspects of rooms, various categories which you can choose from, both AC and non-AC, because Vijayawada is a little hot place, right? Little hot and humid. So most probably if you are interested to go with AC as well, you are good to go. And going on to see with number of roommates, right? There is a 2-bedroom sharing and 4-bedroom sharing. I will most probably display the prices on the screen, the current prices, whatever I have received the information from my juniors as well. I will be displaying that on the screen so that it will be useful for you before considering this university. Also, there are also apartment options. They have kind of deluxe facilities including refrigerator and oven as well, so you can check that out as well. Going on to see washrooms, some people do not like this to be comfortable, but actually they have sharing toilets, especially for the 2 and 4 bedrooms. The apartments have attached bathroom, so this is how the system goes with the university's hostel facilities. So probably you can consider all these aspects and choose your suitable room as per your budget and as per your comfortness as well. Going on to see the food facilities which you need to consider. Food is very important because that is what keeps us alive in the university. We cannot just always eat outside in cafeteria. So what VIT does, especially all the campuses, is that they have caterers who usually serve food to the university. University is not directly involved here. They hire caterers and they pay per student basis, and this is what happens behind the office, right? So usually when I was studying, there were 2 different caterers called CRCL and Zenith. So these were the caterers which the student has complete choice to select from, and they have 3 different menus as well, that is veg, non-veg and special. You can just choose from whatever you want as per your complete choice and as per your financial conditions as well. Food is completely great. Actually I did not feel bored anytime, because even being a vegetarian, I was I was given a quite of options, right, to have food. We usually got paneer, corn, mushroom and various other options. So we never had the option of feeling bored or feeling tired of hostel food. The food is also very tasty when I was staying, so most probably that is still going on. And with the students growing, the caterers also grow, right? Before we had 2. As the students grow, as the hostel numbers grow, the number of caterers would also grow. The number of companies catering would also grow. So the competition would increase, and as I assume, the quality will also be well maintained. So you need not worry about that. Before considering the hostel rooms, I suggest you to just go and check out those as well. Of course, they have all the photos on the website as well. You can just check that out, because the size is quite not very huge as you would expect it to be. They're quite satisfactory. That is one important parameter which you need to consider before choosing the hostel rooms. Going on to see the other facilities in the hostel, they have of course laundry, which you need to pay separately, and also they have a gym. When we were on campus, we had a separate, or that was free gym, right? Later most probably now they will charge for the usage of the gym as well. It completely depends. As the university grows, the quality grows, and of course you need to spend more as well. These were the facilities which we had. If you are not interested to use the laundry, of course you can use you can wash your clothes by your own. They have facilities for where you can wash your clothes as well. One more important aspect which I wanted every one of you to know is the hostel room taking procedure, which is similar to the VIT counseling as well, because here what happens is that hostel rooms are allocated based on the CGPA or the marks whichever the person scores in each year as well. So the procedure goes on this way. There is a group of students, or a group of students are formed, especially if you are interested to take 2-room or 4-bedroom. There is a particular person who is the room taker, and he is expected to have the highest CGPA. Basically, the higher the CGPA, the better he has chance to take the rooms. So basically, if they have 10 rooms of a 2-bedroom, you are interested to take 2-bedroom, and if this person's CGPA is on the top list, he has more chance to get the opportunity to get the opportunity to book the rooms as well, and as and when these the slots get filled and the rooms get booked, you do not have an opportunity or you do not have an access to book the 2-bedroom rooms, and so you are forced to just go into the 4-bedroom rooms as well. So this is how the flow goes. Whatever is available, not everybody has access to choose what kind of rooms they want. It completely depends on the CGPA, the room taker you have, and the complete procedure. You will understand all these things in detail once you go into your graduation after your first year. Initially in the first year, the room allocation is completely random. They just do it as per their wish. Later you can just choose your roommate, you can choose the type of room you want, and one thing you need to focus is the CGPA and hostel room counseling, which you need to remember, and this later will be helpful in the later part of your hostel counseling and room taking procedure as well. Since hostel is a very important aspect, I had to explain it in detail in the previous section of the video. Now let's talk about the campus life, how the student is going to experience the campus life, what are the facilities in general, the recreation activities, the extracurricular activities as well. Especially me as a student, I was not that kind of a sports guy, rather I was a library guy, right? So that was fortunate enough, unfortunate I guess, probably I cannot select that, but I was more of a studious guy, so I didn't get an opportunity to access the facilities out there, but they have very good sports facilities in the university. You cannot say it to be very excellent comparing it with various universities of VIT, Vellore or Chennai as well, but I feel they are very good because they have facilities for a table tennis and various other indoor facilities. They have a separate recreation building which is a integrated cafeteria as well, and also they have a trekking kind of indoor mount climbing as well, so you can enjoy those facilities as well. Going on to see the outdoor sports, we have basketball, tennis, cricket and football. So these are not top notch, they are quite good, you can play well in that, and they also have an indoor badminton court in the recreation center as well. You are going to enjoy all these facilities, of course, because as I have mentioned previously, the fully flexible credit system helps you to select the complete timetable of your choice, and in between the slots whatever you are free, you can just choose whatever sport you want to play and go just grab a bat and play. Nobody is going to question you because this is not a school, right? So this is how the facilities are going to be on campus as well. The facilities for even cafeteria is also good. They also have a night canteen, all these kind of things, especially introduced recently in the campus, and because of the COVID all these kind of got paused, but yeah, facilities are still growing, the campus is still growing, and you can expect a lot more in the near future. They also have a separate departmental kind of store where you can get all the general items required, including for a hostel life, like mug, bucket, the soap holder, soaps, shampoos, all these kind of small little things which you need to purchase outside. That's not at all required. You can get it in the general store on campus as well, so you need not worry about this, especially the recreation facilities and the sports facilities. If you are a sports guy, you are going to enjoy it to the fullest. And going on to see the university level sports as well, they usually conduct department level sports where for example ECE forms a separate separate team for cricket, and the CS department forms a team for cricket, and similarly all the departments form various teams of their own, and we usually have interdepartment university games including cricket, football, etc. Also there is also university level games where you represent the university and you can go and play with other universities as well, right? We also have the annual sports fest in our university and the annual fest, various celebration events as well. So you need not worry about this as well. It is, you are going to enjoy to the fullest if you are going to be a social player, and you can just check out the university's website as well. They usually post various photos and various events, whatever is happening. You can just check their Instagram as well if you are interested to check out the social growth or the social aspects of this specific university. Since I was not that social in the university as a student, I felt I haven't got much access to these facilities. I was more into research during my university, but as a social person you are not at all going to be disappointed, and these are how I put forth my aspects from the social and the campus life as well. Campus life is done, hostel facilities is done, recreational facilities is done, accessibility and location details are done. Now what is remaining and what is the most important aspect which you people have been waiting and every parent out there would be waiting? Yes, of course, it's placements, and I feel placements is very important in students' life, especially for those who are planning to do a job later in the after their graduation as well, because out there the market is very difficult and trying to find a job on your own is going to be difficult. I never say it's impossible, but it is going to be difficult because outside the competition is heavy. Here inside you are going to probably participate or compete the 100 or 200 students at your department, but outside you are going to compete with lakhs of students, right? So that is why I feel placements is very important in students' life. And going on to see specific placements at VIT-AP University, we have integrated placements with all the campuses. That means the company which is going to interview you is most probably not even going to know from which campus you are from. They just know you are from VIT, and that is how placements work in VIT, and this is the best aspect, right? Even now the placements have been going on in this specific manner. So irrespective of campus, right, you are, let it be from Bhopal, Andhra Pradesh, Chennai or Vellore, you are not going to be biased in any manner, especially in job opportunities, right? Of course there are going to be very little companies which only offer the who only let students from Vellore and Chennai to apply for that specific job, but most of the companies are not going to do this, and you are going to have an unbiased placements. Trust me on this. Also, you might be worrying what if you do not land a job in your campus placements as well. Campus placements usually start from 3-2, right? That is a second semester of third year, and they usually go on till 4-2 as well. Me as a student, I have graduated in 21, so but still even now I get various opportunities of jobs out there which are an immediate requirement of the students, so you need not worry about opportunities at all. Now let's talk about in detail the placements reality and what you need to consider before choosing VIT-AP University in the placements aspects from my personal experience. You need to understand this fact. Most parents out there, if you are watching this specific video, you need to understand the fact that not all students, this is I'm not criticizing anyone or I'm not undermining anyone, but parents should not have these expectations of every student out there to get 30 or 40 lakhs package, right? That is not possible. I don't think even in our university more than 5 students have got that heavy package of 40 lakhs, right? So you need to understand the fact that 40 to 30 to 40 lakhs package is not at all practical, and if you are expecting that from campus placements, I don't think you need to join VIT. Just go to MIT or whatever top universities you feel and they are going to probably give those salaries. So that is how the placement scenario is out there. Here you are going to expect decent salaries. As per my personal experiences, on an average, I guess average package is going to be 9 lakhs or 10 lakhs, that's it. Especially going on to see the placements, most students are going to be placed as per their department as well. CS students are going to get more number of jobs, of course, because we are in India, right? India is an IT company, IT based country, right? We have a lot of jobs in IT sector, in the computer coding sector or data science, AI, etc. But going on to see the core jobs, they are not that much. Not everybody might land into a core job. By core jobs, I mean electronics, mechanical or civil, these kind of jobs. Civil we do not have in VIT-AP University. I was being generalized. So going on to see the space placements, computer science students usually land in high package jobs, and if you are more focused on getting a very top notch salary package, you can just go on to take computer science. There, if you study good enough, you can just easily get above 10 lakh 10 LPA. That is very easy, trust me. If you are a good student, if you work hard, and if you are from CS department, you have lots of opportunities to get a very good package about 10-15 range. Going on to see the core students, the circuit branch students. What about you guys? Especially me, I was a ECE student from VIT-AP University. Now I currently work in a VLSI based company in Bangalore, which has come to campus placements. And so what do you think? I was an average student, right? I graduated with a CGPA of 9.02. Personally, I work in a core VLSI company which was both campus placed as well, and it is called as Epic Semiconductors. You can just check out my LinkedIn for further details regarding this specific company. But even this was a core company which I was placed in campus placements. So I wanted to specify on this specific point that if you are very much determined to get a core company after your graduation for a core department, that is electronics, mechanical, etc., there are quite opportunities as well. You just need to be fortunate enough and use the opportunity as well. Of course, luck plays a very important role. Apart from that, there are quite a lot of opportunities as well. You can just choose that as well. Also, few students compromise on going into the core jobs as well, and they specifically focus on salary. In that case, you can just go to the IT related or coding related, CS related jobs as well. That is based on your personal choice. In either way, in both aspects, you have a lot of opportunities. All you need is patience, especially in the placements related session. Going on to see the final verdict of placements, I would say there are a lot of opportunities out there, especially because VIT-AP being a integral part of all the campuses and being the integrated campus placements of all the campuses, you are not going to be separated in any aspect, and you are going to take part in the placements with all the campus students. So opportunities are going to be quite enough, especially when we were taking the placements in the pandemic session, where there was a huge job dip and the market was very low. Even we had a lot of opportunities. So with the growing market and with the pandemic scenario settling down, I feel probably the placements are going to get much better every year, and they are going to grow as well. Of course, the strength is going to go, especially in campuses like VIT-AP. The student intake has been increasing drastically. So if you are competitive enough and talented enough to put in a lot of hard work from your side, you need not worry about placements as well. You just need to focus on personal technical growth, and you can shine in this aspect as well. So that's the end of the video. I have covered various aspects, including academic, research, hostel, and various facilities on campus, and even the placements as well. If you have any queries related to the specific queries on VIT-AP University, the experiences, how to reach out to students, or if you are interested to check out in detail about various other branches out there, you can just reach out to me on Instagram or comment it in the comment section below. I'll be happy to reply each and every one of you. Thank you so much for staying out so long. This is Vivek signing off. Stay safe, stay informative. Bye bye.